In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hurricanes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Going to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown has it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Back to throw. It's Shuck. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
He wants to throw. They'll run the screen. Turns it on in midfield. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Fights off a defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the left. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Wants to throw on third down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
The Canes are on the move. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Dances away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The give to the lone running back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Canes will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Miami, 7, Louisville, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami, 7, Louisville 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Shuck. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And Reese, listen, we already know he already threw the interception in the last drive. We got to get this together. This is a couple bad plays that we put together now. If I'm an OC, I'm going to make this simple. Maybe I run the football. Maybe I get him a screen, something easy maybe to get him a little bit back in a rhythm.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback checking the play. On third down, he drops to throw. He finds his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down. Opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Handoff to the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the left side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Ward. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Canes. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Cardinals will hustle to the line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never...
Running toward the tape. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get to the end zone. Nice run.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to pass. It's Shuck. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll give it to Johnson. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Ward. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to take off. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first downs.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Off-play action on first down. The throw. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They move the tight end all over. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The handoff to Johnson. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Dropping back, it's Ward. On the run, still looking. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and the second one, you know, usually he takes me out of the game.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Going to the running game. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Might be looking to run. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's compliment.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's loose down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. The snap sets up the throw. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game, going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
From the gun. Give on the inside. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Defense in press coverage. They'll turn to Martinez. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Slings it downfield. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to pass, it's Shuck. Getting some heat. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Brooks. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it, tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers.
He is smashing people. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Looking to move it through the air. He uncorks one deep. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters.
Miami 21, Louisville 12.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the right. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Back to throw. It's Shuck. Got the back over the middle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength.
Timeout, Miami.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Coming up on second down as they try to hold this lead. They'll give it to Johnson. And the Canes get it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Ward. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wide out in motion. Looking for a crease to the left. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Man, this has got to be so frustrating because you're running out of time. You're running out of possessions. You got to get the ball back to your offense. But, man, this QB just makes a great play. He runs around, scrambles, gets a first down. So frustrating.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Canes in the hurry-up. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll pull it down and run. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a 1st down.
I tell you what, these are so frustrating, right? He drops back, it's a pass, he wants to throw the football, but when he starts scrambling, these are those chances where you get those chase down poke outs or hit the QB as hard as you can to try to force a fumble. You got to do something to get the offense the football back.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. That's caught, it's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
On the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking for a man, it's Shuck. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off.
That